Hello and welcome, Taurus. This is your zodiac reading for the month of September 2021. I hope that all is well. Keep in mind that this reading is general, so take only what resonates, leave what does not. If it did resonate, please give it a like and subscribe to join my soul tribe. Hope that everything is going well. You're having a beautiful week. And we'll continue to have a beautiful September. So we're just going to get some messages to see what's most important for you to know, some themes that might be popping up for you. We're starting out with a Divine Transformation by Angelic Revelation 144. Let's see some themes. What's most important for Taurus to know for September? We have passions. What and who ignites your passions? It is time to do sacral chakra work. Okay, that sacred creative energy within you, what sparks your passions, what themes, topics, people inspire you here. Also working on your sacral chakra. Okay, so that could mean for some of you, cutting and clearing cords of the past. That could mean just learning about your sacral chakra or doing some different meditations, some chakra balancing work. Let's see what else for Taurus for September. Expansion. It is time to start preparing for a new addition to the family. So that could be something that you are aware of. You are creating a family here. If not, this could just be expansion in your life, preparing for expansion, preparing for your life to shift, for changes to occur. Okay, let's see what else we have for Taurus for September. God and your angels are watching over you, protection. Okay, so you're being protected and watched over. And keep in mind, God, Goddess, source energy, what it is that you resonate with here. But I feel like for some of you, you could be expanding in your career. You could be expanding your creative endeavors, taking a relationship to another level, or pursuing your passions here. Okay, and you're being protected as you do so. You have angels and guides watching over you. So it's time to prepare. It's time to start prepare. Bottom of the deck, we have honesty. It is time to do some throat chakra healing work. You have been called to be authentic and share your truth with everyone in your life. Okay. So I do have to say, Taurus, with expansion, it does call for us to release. Okay, so releasing old energies, the expectations of others, conditioning. Could be releasing physical items to create room, could be releasing, friendships, situations, things that are not in alignment with you, things that you're not passionate about. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at your, we have the masculine and the feminine energies. Okay, so starting out, we have La Home, Divine Masculine by Soul Magic 99. And let's see, what are the main energies of the masculine Taurus? Okay. The Emperor, a man in his own power. Okay, that means you were self-created, that you are in your own power. You are in a place of power and authenticity that cannot be taken away from you, okay, because you're in alignment with your integrity. I love that energy coming through for you, Taurus. Let's see what else we have. Hunk. Fit, sexy, desirable. Okay, so you could be feeling very good, working out, taking the best care of yourself. Okay, feeling very passionate. Let's see what else we have for Taurus. Sensual man, sexy and confident. Okay, you are going all out here, Taurus. So you're feeling great. You are looking good. You're feeling good. You're making important moves. You're in alignment with your integrity and your authenticity. We did have that honesty card coming out, so be sure that you are being honest with those around you and being authentic, showing up as your authentic self. And very desirable here, Taurus. Okay, beautiful. Bottom of the deck, we have animal lover, may rescue animals or have a pet. Okay, let's see for the feminine. This is La Divine Feminine, Soul Magic 99. Let's see for the feminine energy, the feminine Taurus, in the month of September. We have businesswoman, professional, and powerful. Okay. I feel a very strong, powerful, presence coming from the feminine energy. Also listening to your instincts and your intuition. Keep in mind your masculine and feminine energies can be, you know, you have both within you. So this could be your divine masculine, divine feminine energies within you being in alignment and in union here. Okay, we have sexy exudes self-confidence. So again, feeling very good about yourself. I feel like you have a very focused work life, but you also have, you know, you balance that out with your social life. And we have mature, lady, grounded, and experienced. You know what you like, you know what you want, okay? Very magnetic energy coming from you, Taurus. Bottom of the deck, we have family woman, grandmother, heart of the family, loving and giving. Okay, so I feel this energy of giving and receiving with Taurus coming through. Masculine, you might feel very powerful, wearing cream colors or wearing gray, different shades of gray. Feminine's purple, white, and pink is coming through, so that might resonate. Also wearing your, you know, wearing your crystal jewelry, I feel is going to be also supportive for you in September. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the tarot. Okay, what is most important for Taurus to know for September? Highest and best messages. We have the Strength and the Hermit. So some of you might feel like you are on a solo journey, that you are finding your inspiration. There's kind of a serious note of you knowing what you want, and I don't want to say waiting for it, but what I feel is when you see what you want, you'll know it. Okay? That's what I'm sensing for you, Taurus. With the Strength card, you're very reserved. You're taking your time here with your decisions. You're enlightened. Okay? With the Hermit, also, you know, you could be on your own here, but you're healing. You're on a healing journey. We have all this beautiful green energy coming through. So you're preparing for a new beginning. We have the number 8 and 9, so, you know, your energy is progressing here, which is beautiful. And we have the 4 of materials, so you could be saving your money, conserving your energy, you feel guided to, with the 8 of materials. Okay, so you will be doubling, it looks like, your material world here with the 4 to the 8. So one thing I will say for you, Taurus, is maybe in your career field, you feel like, you know, you're multitasking, you're doing all these different, you know, type of work or roles. You're playing all these different roles in your work, but I feel like you're loving it. So I also feel like you put most of yourself into your work, and then that's why you like to spend some time, you know, in hermit mode, kind of by yourself here. I feel like you receive a lot of divine ideas and inspiration while you are in hermit mode. Okay. With the 4 of materials too, you could be saving, you know, for a bigger purchase that you want to invest in with the 8 of materials. I will say with, you know, the 8 of materials, particularly in this deck, be sure that you're calling on your angels and guides to assist you, okay? Asking for what it is that you require. I feel like you're making a lot of moves out of love here, too. So let's go ahead and clarify. Let's clarify the Strength card. We have the 10 of Swords. So you are healing. You also might feel like indecision is painful for you. Waiting might be painful for you. But as Earth signs, I feel like it's not that much of a challenge. I feel like you're okay surrendering here. You're okay because you'll know when to take action. Okay? And you are ending a painful cycle. Okay, and that could have been a self-sabotaging cycle. With the Hermit, we have the Ace of Materials. It did come out in reverse. So I feel like you're preserving your energy. You are being very honest with yourself and your energy, and like what you can invest your energy in and what you can't right now. I'm hearing like you are here, like a voice that says like you are here. And if you look at this Ace of Materials, it has that little indicator like on a map, you know, like you are here. Okay, so you are where you're meant to be on the Hermit's journey at this time in September. I feel like there is a new beginning that is coming in, but you're preparing for it. Let's see what we have with the Four of Materials. We have the Seven of Materials and the Five of Emotions. So some of you could be working to avoid your feelings, okay? So just be aware of that, because when you work without bringing your energy or your feminine into it, you're going to be working harder than you need to be. When you're in your, you know, you can direct your emotions and your energy in a flow state, your work, the work doesn't seem as hard, okay? That's kind of what I'm sensing here. But some of you could be overworking to avoid your emotions, because that's where maybe your comfort zone is right now. So with the Four of Materials and the Seven of Materials, you know, you're just kind of tending to your garden here. You're tending to your finances very closely, okay? And there's this level of patience because the Seven of Materials isn't a fast-growing energy. So this could be, you know, you're either investing in yourself, you're investing in a business, whatever it is that you're focusing on. I feel like you have the patience, you feel like it's worth it, you've been growing it. But I feel like you've been growing it on your own, okay? This has been kind of a solo journey. So let's clarify the Five of Emotions, the Eight of Materials, we have the Seven of Voices. So there is a sense of not trusting the people around you, perhaps. With the Seven of Voices here, you feel like you can't show your cards, you can't show your emotions. Okay, this could be at work. But I feel like, you know, your truth is within, you know that, you know your truth, you know what you're moving towards here. You could be making moves kind of silently, and I feel like you are guided to do that. I mean, you did have communicating and expressing your truth, but I do feel like, you know, you feel like you want to keep your thoughts to yourself, okay, with that Seven of Voices, because you're not sure who you can trust. Okay, let's see the end of the spread. Let's get to the end of the spread here. We have the Seven of Emotions, okay? So we go from the Five of Cups to the Seven of Cups, having a lot of options, feeling a lot. So here's the thing, when you close off your feeling, when you don't feel what's going on within your body or in your emotions, or you don't honor your feminine, it comes up, and it comes up in a way, those emotions come up in a way that can be confusing. So it is important that you take that time to feel those emotions, okay? Clear your energy so that you do have clarity, okay? Let's see the Seven of Cups. We have the Muse of Emotions, yes, clearing out the heart space. Again, it was like you were operating from a very masculine energy, and what I mean by that is you were taking action, but you had a part of yourself that was closed off, and that was your feminine. And your feminine is where a lot of your power is. You know, your emotions tell you quite a lot about situations and energy. So I feel like you'll be unlocking this part of yourself. You could feel like you're really drawn to drink more water, okay? Or do some form of, you know, a cleansing ritual with water, you know, salt bath, things like that. But I feel like you're preparing yourself to speak your truth and express yourself, okay? But you are going to be focusing on clearing your energy and your heart space, because you won't express yourself clearly until you know exactly what you want to say, okay? What you want. And I feel like you know what you want, but you don't know how to express it. So there is going to be some energy clearing required in the heart space, in the crown chakra, okay? And then you'll be able to open up and unlock your heart space, and then you have this flowing energy, this flowing inspiration. You'll feel a greater sense of peace too, okay? Let's clarify the Strength and the Ten of Voices. We have the Queen of Voices, and we have the Knight of Inspiration. So you could have been cutting somebody off here, setting some very healthy boundaries so that you could move forward. That's what I'm kind of sensing with this Queen of Voices. There could be somebody who was sabotaging, your forward movement, and you're setting a healthy boundary. You're turning away from that person, and you're moving forward with inspiration, with celebration, with excitement. Okay, let's clarify the Hermit and the Ace of Materials in reverse. We have the Sun. Okay, you know how that message came through. You are here, right? You are seeing very clearly where you are, and that it's where you're meant to be, where you're meant to bloom, where you're meant to grow. Okay, you could be moving through some adversity, but there's this light shining in here. We have the Emperor energy coming through again with the 4 materials and 7 materials. You're working on yourself, and it's showing, okay? The light is shining on you, and I do feel like this Ace of Pentacles beginning will turn upright when you have this self-confidence, this genuine self-confidence here. And you're ready to make these decisions. You're ready to have these, speak these truths, okay? And also embrace your goddess energy, because even though this is the Emperor, not the Empress, I am sensing it is you embracing your creative energy here, okay? Embracing your feelings. What else does Taurus need to know? We have the Page of Inspiration. Yeah, those that were kind of cold to you, or I feel like just were sabotaging, maybe just not some very nice energies. You've set some healthy boundaries, and then you have this creative storm like brewing within you that you've been working on, that you're ready to express here with the Page of Inspiration. You have the 3 of Materials. Okay, so I'm noticing too it's hard to talk in this reading for some reason, so that might be something you're experiencing, Taurus, when it comes to speaking your truth. I feel like the light shining on with the 3 of Materials, those you want to collaborate with, okay? Those that bring value to your life, those that help you heal. This could be new contracts also coming in with this new beginning. With the Emperor, the 7 of Materials, and the 4 of Materials, we have the 8 of Voices. So one thing that might have been holding you back is, kind of overthinking, getting trapped in your head. But I feel like you are breaking free. One thing that I feel will be very helpful for empowering you is music. Okay, music and dancing. Physical movement. What else is important for Taurus to know? We have, the 9 of Voices. Also making sure that you have some form of a routine to help yourself quiet your mind. So like if you have a lot on your mind about the next day, for instance, like I feel like you're very focused on work and focused on elevating yourself. And so journaling might be something that helps you clear your mind before you go to bed each night. Okay? Listening to some sleep meditations to help you relax. If you are having nightmares, you could be facing fears in your sleep, so you're clearing out those, clearing out and alchemizing and transmuting those energies. And we have the Knight of Materials, okay? So now you're moving forward in a more grounded, smooth, and comfortable way with the Knight of Materials. I feel like there's something that sparks your creativity that, moves you forward, and then you feel more confident and sure of yourself, and then you start to see more emotions. With the Knight of Voices too, I see this as a guardian angel watching over you. Okay, so you do have somebody on the other side watching over you and watching you heal your relationship with yourself. I feel like you're seeing things from so many different perspectives here. Whereas before, I think you were a little bit stuck in one mindset. Okay, but because you are becoming a little bit more flexible, you are opening up doors, and I feel like they're beautiful doors. There's beautiful clouds, beautiful dreams. You're unlocking all of this within you because you are taking the time to feel. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Inspiration. Okay, and then you're moving this energy forward again. Three of Inspiration is also about your ships coming in, okay? So if you were out of alignment, you might have experienced a bit of a pause or a delay. You know, Spirit may have been shining the light to show you, you know, different people around you to make sure that you were choosing people that were in alignment with your highest, you know, your highest timeline, your highest path. I also feel like you're being prepared to be, you know, a leader here. And to become a leader in this Emperor energy, you do have to face your fears, you know? My goodness. I apologize. And then, yeah, you have, you know, you put in the work, and then there's kind of this effortlessness that comes from that. All right.